From is back, and after only 4 episodes, Season 4 already feels like the most intense season of the entire show. We've got new monsters, terrifying visions, time travel hints, and the mysterious man in yellow becoming even more dangerous. So in this video, we're breaking down the first 4 episodes of From Season 4, explaining the biggest moments, hidden clues, and what they could mean for the future of the town. And trust me, Episode 4 changes everything. Episode 1 Season 4 starts right after the shocking ending of Season 3. Boyd is still mentally destroyed after everything that happened with Smiley returning, and the town is beginning to completely lose hope. But the creepiest part? The monsters are changing. They don't just attack anymore. Now they seem smarter, calmer, and almost organized. At night, several residents hear strange whispers coming from the forest, while Jade begins seeing symbols again. Only this time they appear burned into walls and trees. Meanwhile, Tabitha becomes obsessed with the idea that the town exists outside normal time. And Julie's strange abilities continue growing after the Season 3 finale hinted she could somehow interact with different timelines. The episode ends with a terrifying scene. Someone knocks on a door after sunset, but when Boyd opens it, there's nobody there, just a child's voice whispering, "You're too late." Episode 2 focuses heavily on Julie and her connection to the town. She begins experiencing visions that feel more real than ever before. At one point, she sees people who died seasons ago, including Father Katri. But here's the scary part. They seem aware of her, not like ghosts, more like echoes trapped between timelines. This episode also introduces more information about the man in yellow, who is slowly becoming the main villain of the series. Unlike the creatures, he doesn't seem limited by the rules of the town. He appears during daylight. He enters places the monsters normally can't. And he seems to know everyone's past. At the same time, Boyd and Kenny discover strange markings deep in the forest near the old ruins. The symbols match the same ones Jade has been drawing for seasons, which suggests the town's mystery has existed for far longer than anyone imagined. And then comes one of the best horror scenes of the season. A resident hears music playing outside at night, opens the curtains, and sees dozens of creatures standing completely still, silently staring at the house. No smiles, no movement, just watching. Episode 3 becomes much more psychological. People in the town start turning against each other as paranoia grows. Food supplies become limited, and many residents begin believing escape is impossible. But the biggest reveal comes from Tabitha and Jade. They theorize that the town may actually reset itself over generations, meaning the same events happen again and again with different people. That would explain the visions, the repeating symbols, and why certain characters feel connected to people who died long ago. This also supports the theory that Jade and Tabitha are somehow reincarnations connected to the town's history. Meanwhile, Sarah's condition gets worse as the voices return stronger than before. The voices begin warning her about the arrival, and according to them, the monsters everyone fears are not the real danger. The real danger is still coming. The episode ends with Julie suddenly disappearing during a storm, only for her to wake up in what looks like the town, but years in the past. Episode 4 is easily the craziest episode so far. The entire episode feels darker, more emotional, and honestly terrifying. Julie realizes she may actually be trapped in another timeline or memory connected to the town's origins. She sees older versions of buildings, different residents, and evidence that people have been trapped there for decades, maybe even centuries. Back in the present timeline, Boyd discovers something horrifying near the tunnels. The creatures may not actually be immortal, but killing them could make something even worse awaken. And finally, the man in yellow directly confronts Boyd. This scene is absolutely chilling, because instead of threatening him physically, he tells Boyd the town was never built to let anyone leave, which might be the biggest clue in the entire show. The episode ends with one final shocking moment. The lights across the town suddenly go out at the same time. And for the first time ever, the monsters begin walking outside before sunset. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more From theories, episode explanations, and hidden details. And tell me in the comments, what do you think the town really is? A curse? A simulation? Or something even worse? Thanks for watching.